Today I'm going to show you how to take a single outlet like this and turn 2 into 4. So if you want to you need more outlets, we're going to convert this, we're going to take it out, and we're going to convert this to a double outlet socket. First thing you want to do is going to take your plate off. So what we have to do is, since we're going to convert to 2 sockets, we're going to put 2 outlets in this box. This ring is going to have to be in place of the ring that's in there now, because that's only for 1 socket. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use this multi-tool, and I'm going to cut the drywall around here, so you can take the old mud ring out, and you're going to put the new mud ring in. So let me show you what we're going to do with the multi-tool, so you don't have to make too much dust. We're going to cut around here so we can take the mud plate out. So using the multi-tool, what we did is we cut the box open. As long as you have a 4-inch box in the wall, then you're able to convert a single socket like this to 2. But we use the multi-tool to open up the wall all the way so we could take the old plate out, and now we're going to be able to put this new plate on and allow us to put 2 sockets in. So we have this to replace this. And then we're going to take the socket out also. So we'll pull all that out, pull this out, replace this, and put 2 new sockets in. And I'll show you that in a minute. So the next thing we do, after we took out our nice square right here, all the extra drywall, and we're going to be able to take our plate off, you want to take your socket out. You want to get that out of the way. And of course, turn the power off first before you mess around with any of the electric so you don't get shocked. And I got a little tester just in case, so you can see that you don't have any power going to your socket right now. Because if you did, it would beep. You would hear a noise like this. So here, take the hots and the neutrals out and make sure you remember what they are when you're putting your new sockets back in. Black is going to be hot, white's going to be neutral. So you'll be okay with that. So since we had 2 hot wires coming to the socket, I combined those 2 together, and I got the 2 neutrals here, and I'm also going to combine those together and add a new wire for our new sockets. So keep the box nice and clean when you're doing your new electrical work, so you won't have wires everywhere. I like to combine as many as I can, so that way you'll have the 2 neutrals. 2 hots are going to be together. So what I want to do is I want to add another new white wire, another new black wire. That'll go to our 2 new sockets that we're going to be putting in. So we'll get ourselves some new wire to put on there. Strip that out. So we're going to have a new black, a new white. We're going to tie into the old wires here and twist that on so they'll go to our new socket. So after that, after we combine the wires, we got our 2 new wires for our new socket that's coming in. I'm going to cap these. You want to try and keep your box as neat as you can, so you don't have a lot of wires in there. If you can combine them, it's a good thing to do, because you don't want to have all kinds of wires, stray wires in your box. Could create a problem later. Okay, so we're going to be good to go here. I'm going to take our plate off now, get ready for our new plate. Okay, so after we take our old drywall plate off, that was for a single drywall, and now we're going to have this new plate, and this one is going to be for 2 sockets instead of the 1, because you see you got a wider area right here. So you decide which way you want your sockets to go. You want them to go up and down like this. Put them in like up and down way, or you can have them go like this. I'm going to have mine, I'm going to put them in like this here. So next thing we're going to do, put our new plate into the box. This is a 1/2-inch plate, so depending on what drywall you have, if you got thicker, you can get a thicker mud ring. They call it mud ring. This is 1/2-inch drywall, so I got a 1/2-inch mud ring. You know, if you got 1/4 inch, you can get a 1/4 inch one, or 5/8, whatever you need, because you want to make sure your sockets are going to align really nice on the wall, so they're going to be sitting flush and not too deep or too far out. So this is the new mud ring. That's going to be in there like that. Screw it in. I'm going to clip these wires down to size a little bit. They're kind of long, but you always want to have a little more than you need, just in case you don't cut yourself short. Because when you put the new sockets in, you're going to have a little bit extra. You can push it back in the box. Strip a little bit of wire off for yourself, so you get enough to put on the new socket. Like that. Bend that around. Put on your new socket right here. Get your hot and your neutral. Hot is the gold color. The white is going to go to the silver. So white goes to silver. Black wire going to go to your gold. Tighten those up real good, and then you want to jump this socket to the next socket. Get yourself a shorter wire, so you can just take the extra hot here, bring it over to here. Then you'll be able to tap the power on this one into this one, so you have your 2 sockets. So the nice thing about these sockets here is you have a place on the back where you can actually push a piece of wire in instead of putting it on to the screw. So it's a lot faster, it's a lot easier. You know, you just cut the wire to length, and then that's going to get pushed right inside the socket here. And you can do the same thing on the other socket when you're connecting it up. So these 2 wires are going there, black to black, white to white. So that way you'll have your sockets jumped and you're ready to put them back in the box again. So I want to strip just enough to go into that next socket. You don't want to take out too much, because you only get enough room on that area on that socket to push in just a little bit. Just about that much. So you don't want to overstrip it, or else you'll have too much extra wire sticking out. Just about like that. That's about all you need. And then you're going to put that in the back of this socket, so it will be jumped. So as you can see, we're all hooked up, we're all wired up. Next thing, just going to push these back in the box and screw those into the box. You can, if you want, just put some electrical tape around them. you know, just for more protection. Wrap a piece around here, wrap a piece around here, so you're covering up your screws, you know, in case you don't want them to touch a box or anything like that. It's a little more precaution to wrap the sockets. You don't have to, but you should. It's better off. And the last step, just put your plate on. After you put your sockets back in the wall, you're good to go. Might have to align this a little bit and screw those two in. And now you have two sockets instead of just one. So now you got 4 separate outlets. You know, if you got more appliances or whatever, it's better than using a power tap, so you don't have cables going all over the place. So that's it. All set. Two orange lights means good.